Hi everybody, it's Mystic Mama and welcome to Mystic Mama Divine Healing. This is a safe space for all spiritual connections, be they partnerships, divine partnerships, soulmates, twin flames, twin rays, what have you. And I am Mystic Mama. I am an intuitive reader and spiritual healer. I channel primarily here on this channel for those who are in separation. Not everything I'm going to say is going to resonate with everybody because we are part of a collective. If you were drawn here, then there's probably something for you. Take what you resonate with, and what you don't resonate with, leave it, okay? For a more clear and concise reading for your own personal circumstances, I can be reached at Mystic Mama Divine Healing at gmail.com. Again, you can reach me for your own personal reading at Mystic Mama divinehealing at gmail.com, or you can comment below and I'll reach out to you and we can find out more about your personal circumstances. But take what resonates here and what doesn't, leave it here. I encourage and support you all to interact with each other. I am a twin flame myself. I've been on a journey for a number of years, and I do recognize that this can be difficult. It can be lonely. And it could also be unusual for people who aren't familiar with the term or with soul connections. So here we can connect. We're here for healing. Healing is crucial on this. This is a path of a general pathway of healing and loving ourselves unconditional, and that's the path that leads to union. So I'll be sharing some energy check-ins here, and today we're going to talk about the divine feminine. Do an energy check-in on divine feminine. I believe today is January 28th, 2021. Please understand that energy is transferable, and not everybody who a divine masculine could be a feminine, a divine feminine could be a masculine. So whatever you resonate with, take it. And yeah, so let's get started. We're going to talk about the divine feminine on January 28th of 2021. I have already called in my angels, my guides, my way shores, my ancestors to usher in my Orisha, who have blessed these decks. I've meditated, I've shuffled. I'll give them one more shuffle and cut here, but we are ready to go. I'm going to be using the Mermaid deck here, the Untold Truths of the Heart Oracle, the Kipper and the Lenormand deck, and also the Twin Flame Journey Tarot from Mystic Moon, along with signs from the Spirit Love Oracles by Mystic Moon. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, Spirit, we want to know what's going on, what's happening externally with the divine masculine, the divine feminine. I'm going to cut the cards. I'll give them one more shuffle. I have shuffled them, but thoroughly. But I'll give them one more shuffle and cut them. What's going on in the collective on January 28th, 2021 with the divine feminine. Energy at the bottom of the deck is the Hangman. So the overall energy with the divine feminine on this day, January 28th, 2021, is the Hangman energy. She's kind of hanging out there. She's not doing a lot. She's looking at things. She's observing. She's not saying a whole lot. But overall energy is kind of stuck. She's feeling kind of stuck there. And below that is the Nine of Wands, self-sabotage and nightmares. Let's see. Divine Feminine, what's happening? What's happening? I'm going to pull 4 cards. What's happening in the external circumstances? Everyday life, everyday grind of the Divine Feminine, what's going on? I do generally, I think I've said this, but I'm going to repeat it. Those who are in separation is who I channel for. Okay, Divine Feminine, you want to tell us what's going on? I need 4 cards, Spirit, please. Ooh, that's too many. Okay, here are 2. All right, Spirit, 2 more cards, please. 2 more cards. That's 1. And 1 more card. 1 more card. Ooh, well, that one meant to come out. We'll see if it comes out again later. All right, so we have, first card is illumination, the sun. This is what's happening in the external life of the Divine Feminine. Then we have defense mechanisms, the 7 of Wands. Conflict coming in. Okay. The Tower. Wow. What is happening here? And 3 of Swords. Okay. Well, now. Okay, so with the Hangman energy, the 9, 19, 1 and the 9 has the 10, there's a completion, there's a defense mechanism, a divine intervention, and there's heartache going on. So the Sun is, I'm going to use this card for clarifiers, get some more information. The Sun is about illumination and growth. The sun also stands for the divine masculine. So there is something happening in the external circumstances. Is there some illumination and growth of the divine feminine? She's standing in her power. She has grown. There's a lot of defenses that she's putting up, though. There's a lot of stuff coming in at her. There could be financial situations. There could be, if we look at this bear, I mean, it's just looking up, and the defenses from everywhere. It's spiritual also, because this is the cosmos. It looks like this bear is just yelling out at the universe, actually, and there is a divine intervention going on. There's a full moon today. I wouldn't be surprised. Right beside the divine intervention is the 3 of Swords. So there may be something of a revelation of an understanding, revealing something. So let's did I do this already? Yes, I did. So bottom of the deck is distant horizons. Distant horizons, that's a 9. This always reminds me a kind of like a fantasy. Okay. Thoughts, maybe overthinking, thinking things, thinking about expecting things and expecting them in the end, looking ahead, moving forward. But there, with the ship is in the sky, it's always, I always say this too, it's like a pie in the sky, and there's some stormy waters there. There's a lot of storms. There is it's colorful. It's ethereal, and it's not based, like, it's not grounded at all. And we see that the anchor is being pulled up. The anchor is not attached to the ship. The ship has just floated off into the sky, and there is, it's kind of like dreaming. There may be, the divine feminine may be overthinking, looking at things in the future, wanting things to happen in the future, possibly not being very realistic. That card just left all the way over here. Slipped in the hole. There's a hole in the table. Not a hole in the table, but there is. So let's go ahead. What's going on? Clarify the Sun for me, please. Clarify the Sun. Clarify the Sun, please. Clarify the Sun. Clarify the Sun, please. Okay. The Sun, this card card is clarified by this. To me, is not the Tower. Let me double check, guys, and make sure, because this, to me, if I'm not mistaken, I look at this, there's two bridges that the bridges are twins. The bridges are, one is higher in the air, elevated more, and one's closer to the ground, but they're both leading to the same size, okay? But one of the bridges, it's just, I gotta look this one up because it's bothering me. All right, so just bear with me right quick, because I see that as twin flames. I am a twin flame reader. I have a tendency to see a lot of stuff as twin flames. Where are my little glasses at? But this is the Lenormand deck. Okay. Near or far, wide or narrow, steep or straight are some of my traits. But in whatever form, I am your connection to places, peoples, or points in times. I can span the places that separate you. I can shorten the distance that brings you together. It's a symbol of transition and overcoming obstacles in your way. It acts as a way to cross the divide, where it opens up new opportunities. So it's kind of like the Wheel of Fortune. It's something that assists you into getting to a destination. So this card is significant because it offers a solution to the problem by bridging the gap. Okay. This card means reconciliation, connections, or building bridges. It could mean also meeting someone, brief interlude meetings. Okay, so let's see what else comes out with this card. Yeah, so that's what it was bothering me, because I have connected this before in referencing two twins of reaching the same destination, going at different routes, but getting there to the same destination. So with this being with the sun, and you see both of them, there's a sunny and that upper. So I see this as more the divine feminine reaching her destination in a higher kind of more higher frequency vibrational base than who this person is here, which would be they're going to the same destination. This is the divine feminine that is, I would say, her divine masculine, reaching the same destination but going about it in different ways. Okay, so clarify the Knight of Wands. That came out too fast. The Knight of Wands. And this one came out this way. I'll put them back in. That was the false person. We'll see if that comes back out. Oh my gosh, what is happening here? Okay, the sun comes out again. All right, here we go. They wanted to come out. All right. So this is a scythe or scythe. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but this is cutting out things. You know, this is cutting things out. This is harvesting. Scythe is cutting the wheat down. Okay, the wheat needs to be cut down because they're harvesting it. But this could be cutting things out, like cutting things out of her mind. Obsessive thinking. With this defensive mechanism, there could be, you know, cutting out these obsessive thoughts that the divine feminine may be having about her divine masculine, or just cutting out over obsessive thoughts. Okay, that is a defense. That is a way of defending yourself, of standing your ground. And again, the sun, cutting out your thoughts because, you know, it could be stopping you from your illumination and growth. Sometimes the divine feminine, it's a good thing for the separations because the divine feminine has to do what she needs to do. She has her own specific journey that she needs to be traveling. So the defense mechanisms could be cutting out these obsessive thoughts that she has about her masculine. The sun has come out here twice already. So there is some, what's going on. She's wanting to cut out these obsessive thoughts that she's having about this masculine, knowing that the masculine is possibly thinking of her, and that's the sun, but she's at a different elevation for her destination. They're getting to the same place, but she's at a different elevation level. So to stay in this sun, she's going to have to cut out. This divine feminine here is over obsessing, or is obsessing with. So what's this tower about? What is this tower about? There's a divine intervention. What is the tower about? Yeah, with the distant horizons, use these thoughts, cut these thoughts out. You know, your illumination and growth. If you're concerned and if you're obsessing on your masculine, you're not going to be able. Okay, there's a wealthy man that fell out. Can I have another card for the wealthy man, please? Could I have another card for the wealthy man on the tower? One more card. This one's sticking out. Oh, okay. Whew. All right. The tower is a divine intervention. So the divine intervention, the divine is going to come in somehow, some way. There could be a wealthy person. There could be a wealthy man. It doesn't even have to be, you know, actually like loaded with coins or whatever. Although if you look at this person is definitely dressed to the nines. That timepiece always gets me right there, because that is, time is an illusion. So this person that is here, a divine intervention, could be someone coming in. And be careful, because there's someone around you that is possibly trying, you know, the divine intervention coming in with another person, you know, to help you possibly without all these obsessive thoughts. Cut out these obsessive thoughts if there's another person coming through. But be careful, divine feminine. This person is a snake. All right. There is a divine intervention. So, you know, Spirit has got your back, but Spirit is also warning you that this person is a snake. And the heartache, this person could bring some heartache, because the Three of Swords is sitting right beside the divine, you know, feminine. You could easily be setting yourself up for some heartache. So be careful if someone is coming in, especially if they're looking good. This person looks like they might be a banker. You might meet someone at the bank. There might be someone at the bank that you are having conversations with, or they work for a bank or something to that nature. But without a shadow of a doubt, there's somebody around you that is a snake, and be careful. They don't mean you any good, okay? They are not here just to take your little fruit. Look at this. Bottom of the deck. While your divine masculine is sitting right there, wanting to deliver. This is the divine masculine, wanting to deliver your rose. Sitting there wanting to deliver your rose, but there is an intervention, and the divine spirit has brought this person in. So what's going on with the heartache? Oh my goodness. The heartache. Whew. Divine feminine, what's going on with you? That's a ring. We're gonna have to clarify that. Who? That's a ring. That's an engagement. There's despair. Wow. There's heartache. There's despair over a ring. Dang. Thief. And the bottom is the message. Wow. Okay. What is going on here? I don't know if I can show you these cards. All right, on the heartache, clarifying the heartache was a ring. So there may be a marriage, okay? The divine masculine, divine feminine may be involved with a three-party situation. The person may be married. The person may be getting engaged, okay? And this is despairing for the divine masculine, feminine. She's in her sad-ass energy about that, because she feels that she's been stolen. You know what's crazy? This is the the same cards came out, and I've had 3 or 4 or 5 readings since then, but these same cards came out for the Divine Masculine, who's feeling that his time has been stolen. Okay, so looking at this again, in the energy, the Divine Feminine is feeling that despair because, yeah, her Divine Masculine is in despair. You know, she feels that they've been, remember I mentioned the time, here time comes up again, and time has been stolen, and they've been resorting to messages and phone calls, but it looks like that's coming forth. It looks like there may be some messages and some phone calls going on, but there's heartache, and it's about a relationship. The Divine Feminine is upset about a relationship that may be, it's definitely a committed relationship. There may be an engagement going on. There may be a marriage going on, but she's in a 3-party relationship that has despair, calls her despair. She's felt like it's been stolen from her. Her time has been stolen, and she's regulated to some calls and some messages and all kinds of whatever type of communication there is. That's the type of communication that it's happening. There are avenues, different avenues, and just waiting for a message because she was in despair. It looks like this person may have chosen someone or chosen a different path than the Divine Feminine, and it caused her some despair. It caused and felt like, but at the end of the day, look under the bottom of the deck, there's going to be luck coming in. Okay, there's some luck, there's some stability, there's a commitment coming in, so that's going to be there. Who knows? But Divine Feminine, please be careful, because it definitely spoke of showed this wealthy person. You know, sometimes, you know, sugardaddy.com ain't the place to go find you a man. I'm just saying, to be a snake. But be careful. The Divine Masculine is sitting here with his feet bare holding a rose. There's some heartache, okay? There's a lot going on in this couple, with this couple here. The Divine Feminine is in some heartache. She has, and it's, you know, it's over this 3-party situation that she feels time has been stolen from her, and, you know, she's just waiting for some kind of communication, be it letter, text, you know, carrier pigeon, what the hell, something kind, and let her know what's going on. So when it comes to the Divine Masculine, what does the Divine Feminine think when it comes to her in her mind? When she thinks about her Divine Masculine, what is she thinking about? What is she thinking about when she thinks about her Divine Masculine? There's a lot going on. Send some love and light, feminines. Stay grounded. Be aware of everything around you in the 3D. Please be aware of everything around you in 3D. And pay attention to, especially to new people coming in your life. Yeah, there's a snake in your presence. Okay, 2 more cards, please. Boy, they are just flipping, aren't they? What does the Divine Feminine think in her mind when it comes to her masculine? Okay. The King of Cups. The 8 of Pentacles. The 3 of Pentacles. And Thoughts, which is the Page of Swords. Okay. So the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine are actually mirroring each other. The overall energy for the Divine Masculine yesterday was Thoughts, okay, the Page of Swords. So they both might be doing some kind of stalking of each other, all right, but she's in her thoughts about him. She's constantly thinking about him. There has a lot to do with this earlier when we talked about the defense mechanism of cutting out these obsessive thoughts about her masculine, and that's a work in progress. Okay, she's working on that. The King of Cups, emotional mastery. This divine feminine is standing in, when she thinks about her divine masculine, she's thinking that possibly he's mastered his emotions. Standing in his, like, where the divine masculine isn't so emotional, can control his emotions, okay? Being able to control his emotions, being able to bring some vulnerability into the situation. And that's what she thinks about him. She believes that he is mastering his emotion, especially with the sun cards coming out here, the growth and illumination. She's seeing some kind of growth. This divine feminine thinks that the divine masculine is handling his business. He's also a work in progress, okay? He's not completely finished, but he's working, and this is in real time. It's a little slow. Pentacles are not fast moving, but it's deliberate. And when it comes together, it's solid, okay? It's like stable. So there is work in progress when she thinks of him, and she wants to work with him. She wants to collaborate. She wants to hold on, have hands, work in, and again, this is Pentacles, okay? In real time. She wants this to happen, and she's keeping an eye on him, okay? She's keeping an eye on him. What else is happening on this journey? No, that's not next. What's next is what's going on. I don't think I need to clarify any of that because I understand it clearly. And yeah, we can go on and see what's she hiding in her heart. What is she hiding in her heart that she has not told her masculine, that he does not know? What is she hiding? Under the deck, she's hidden that she's had epiphany. She knows, she has realizations, and she has some awakenings, clarity. She could be hiding that she knows he has awakened. The divine masculine yesterday was definitely woke, and she may be hiding the fact, that she does know that he's awake, and longing. She's longing. She's hiding the fact that she's longing. All right, she's hiding the fact that she knows he's longing. But let's get some cards and push these up a little bit. Spirit, I want to know, what is the divine feminine hiding in her heart? What's she hiding in her heart? What is the divine feminine hiding in her heart? 4 cards, please. What's the divine feminine hiding in her heart? What is she hiding in her heart? What is divine feminine hiding in her heart? She doesn't want to come out. What is this? Oh. And one more, please. What is divine feminine hiding in her heart? Fantasy. What's your fantasy? Okay, that just popped in my head. Where we got? What is she hiding in her heart? Shattered, damaged, broken-hearted, and destroyed. She's hiding from her masculine the damage that this relationship has done. Probably the separation. How deeply it actually hurt her. This is a divine feminine, so she's going to rock and roll. She's going to pick up these pieces and she's going to move forward, especially as she's done her healing, and she recognizes that things happen to provide illumination and growth. So she's not telling her masculine, though, how shattered she really was, how damaged she really was. Okay. She's not letting him know that she's that clinging energy of the holding on, obsessing, and the watching. She's kind of let that go, understanding that shattered was because of this divine feminine in question here was obsessing. She was constantly watching. It was that clingy energy, and in the runner and chaser dynamic of a twin flame journey, that is like dead for union, okay? It is kind of, you let people go and let them come back to you. It's kind of that old saying, let it go. If it's meant to come, it loves you, blah, 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 blah. But